there gamers, I'm probably Senpai, and today we're going to be taking a look at my most recent Dreamsnap challenge results. But first, I just want to mention one little exciting thing which you may have guessed by looking at the background here. Today is my birthday, and not only is today my birthday, but tomorrow is actually Thanksgiving. So in the spirit of both my birthday and Thanksgiving, I just want to say that one of the absolute best gifts I've had this year has been you guys here on YouTube and on Twitch. We have seen so many new friends join our community. It's been a wonderful year, and I am incredibly thankful for each and every one of you guys that has found my content and actually enjoyed it and been part of our community. So from me to you, thank you so much for this absolutely amazing gift. If you would like to celebrate my birthday with me today, I will be live on Twitch around 3 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. So if you're watching this video, there is a good chance I'm live right now. The link to my Twitch channel will be in the video description down below if you want to come by and say hello. And if you're wondering what you can do for me for my birthday, just consider hitting that like button and also consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. Now with all that out of the way, that's enough about me and my stupid little birthday. Let's dive into the recent Dreamsnap challenge. Today we're going to be seeing the results from my WALLE Garden challenge. Now, I'm really excited to see the results from the WALLE Garden challenge, and I'm really excited to share with you the submission that we put in. I know for the Something Wicked challenge, my Scar submission was not very popular, but I think this WALLE Garden submission, I think it'll go over quite well. I'm not too sure what to expect, but the big question on my mind is, will it range around my average, which is right around rank 1000? Or will it be better? Or will it be worse? I know my theory and concept revolving around upload time was a pretty controversial take, but I can say through these past 18 weeks of Dreamsnaps results, on average, my earlier submitted Dreamsnaps seem to always do better. Maybe that's because I'm not stressed for time, and maybe I work better when I just dive right into it. It's hard to say, but what I will say is that from now on, I plan on doing all of my submissions within 1 or 2 days of the challenge opening up. For me, it just works better. Obviously, you don't have to do that. You can submit at the end of the week. One of my highest ranking Dreamsnaps of all time was actually a late submission. So to be clear, submitting late does not mean you're going to be guaranteed a bad score. And submitting early does not mean you're going to be guaranteed a good score. It's just that through trial and error, historically, submitting early always works out better for me for some reason. But as you all know, when it comes to Dreamsnaps, there are a whole lot of variables, and there's really no solid way to test this. Either way, I'm very intrigued about what our results are going to look like today. So with that said, let's go take a look at my WALLE Garden Dreamsnap submission and hope for some very positive birthday luck. Alright, moment of truth here, and then I get to show you guys the submission. I also want to say, I hope if you haven't subbed yet, you're going to subscribe today because I'm really excited to share my Camp Dreamlight submission next Wednesday. I had a lot more fun with Camp Dreamlight than I thought I would, and I feel pretty good about revealing that to you guys. But with that said, I'm also really excited to reveal the WALLE Garden challenge as well. So let's take a look at the results and then we'll dive into that. All right, moment of truth here. And the results are... All right, so we got our 4,000 moonstones once again. A little bit of a lower score here with 66.25. And we did not rank in our average early submission range, which is right around rank 1000. Instead, we ranked closer to rank 3000. So I'm really excited to compare that to next week because next week I'll be revealing a submission that I made on Wednesday, the day the challenge came out, and in my opinion, it's just as good as this one, so I'm very curious about how it's going to do. I was really hoping with this being a late submission that I would still get the 4,000 moonstones, but I was pretty confident that my rank wouldn't be quite as high as it usually is. Now, like I said, once again, to be very crystal clear on the subject, submitting early does not 100% guarantee a good rank, and submitting late does not 100% guarantee a bad rank. The whole point of my last video was to point out that historically, for me at least, submitting early has always resulted in a better rank and position in the overall spectrum of Dreamsnaps. That doesn't have to be the case for you, but I know at least for me, I'm going to focus on submitting early because it just works best for me. You're free to approach Dreamsnaps however you see fit. And I must say, I'm happy that the birthday luck did pull through. Great to be back up in the 4,000 Moonstone range, especially with the expansion only a couple of weeks away. We already know there's going to be some absolute bangers in the premium shop, so this makes me quite happy. So now we'll just claim this, and I'm going to reveal my WALLE's Garden Dreamsnap to you guys. All right, and here is our submission. Now, of course, this was an outfit challenge, so we'll start by discussing the outfit. I went with my female avatar on this one because I really wanted to play with the makeup. Since green was a big part of the theme, I really enjoyed incorporating the green eyeshadow and utilizing the green headphones, and I went with a brown lip to give it kind of a little bit of contrast so it balances with the earthy notes of this submission. The whole outfit is primarily a mix of brown and green. We have the green cardigan, the green headphones, the brown top hat here, the brown hat, the tan jodhpurs, and of course, since WALLE and I were working in the garden, I had to be sure to include some gloves and some nice rubber boots. Overall, I wanted to give off the vibe that my avatar was working in the garden alongside WALLE, and that's the story I wanted to tell with this submission. As far as the foreground goes, this week I decided to occupy my foreground with a trellis on the left-hand side. We have that barrel in the center. We have a cute little blue birdhouse on the right-hand side and another standing barrel. And in the area surrounding my avatar, of course, we have WALLE gazing up at us. I chose not to use the WALLE Dapper outfit just because I felt the Dapper outfit didn't really fit the garden vibe as much. WALLE's natural skin just looks kind of dirty and worn, and it kind of fits into this garden atmosphere a little bit better. Of course, we used some of these soil bags, the empty pots for potted plants, and I used the Dream Garden in my meadow build and kind of just built the scene around this. Now, I did add several of those vine lamps. I love the vine lamps in the garden here in the background. And in a lot of my dream snaps, I go for like a sunset or a dusk photo, but this one I wanted to do midday. I wanted that bright blue sky in the background. And I really liked this angle because we were able to capture the mushroom manor back there, which just fits into this garden vibe so well. And overall, I'm really thrilled with how this one turned out. With this being an outfit challenge, I have to say I really am proud of the outfit we came together with this time, and the overall setting is so busy and fun, but it doesn't take away from the avatar. So I had a lot of fun with this challenge. I hope you guys did as well, and I can't wait to show you what we came up with for Camp Dreamlight next week. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at the newest Dreamsnap challenge. All right, and here we are. The newest challenge is called House of Mouse. This is another outfit challenge since Camp Dreamlight was a decor challenge, and this challenge states, break out your favorite costume ears. It's time to dress in looks inspired by Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Now, this one seems really fun and cute. I feel like I might go with my female avatar on this one. I feel like there's a lot more to play around with in terms of a mini outfit, and I think the dress we see here in the demonstration is going to be quite popular. For the male avatars, we don't really have a lot of Mickey type apparel. Then again, you can always find like a shirt that has like a Mickey icon, and there's ways of going about it with a male avatar as well. I just think my female avatar might have a little bit more flexibility on this challenge, and we may choose not to go in that direction. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it. We'll figure it out. I kind of just start building and see where the Dreamsnap takes me most of the time. Now, this week's mandatory requirements are going to be 3 clothing items from the Mickey and Friends collection and 4 simple items. Our suggested apparel is going to be cute and casual. Overall, this looks like a really fun and cute Dreamsnap challenge. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, though I will say this one feels a little limited because it is very specific. That said, some people like that. Some people really like it when the Dreamsnap is hyper specific because it's kind of easier to come up with what you want to do. The more vague Dreamsnaps out there, like Dreamers Unite or some of the other ones where you have a lot of flexibility, some players tell me that they can kind of struggle to come up with a concept when it's that loose of a challenge. These tighter challenges allow for less creative flexibility, but the challenge itself is a lot better designed and you kind of know what direction you need to take it. So there's some pros and cons there. Now with that out of the way, we're going to dive into voting for some Dreamsnaps, but it is my birthday and I have some things I gotta get done before the stream, so I'm only going to vote for 5 submissions today. We'll vote for some more on my birthday stream. Now let's get into it. So today we are voting on your Camp Dreamlight challenges. This was a decor challenge that states whether you're heading to summer camp or stargazing, this challenge is all about spending time in the great outdoors. So let's have a look at what everyone came up with. All right, and for our first two options, we have this one here on the left. This is really cute. They have the blanket for it over here. I love that they use the picnic blanket here as well. We have two raccoons. She's holding a bunny. I love that she left the log stump here, like these stumps that you can break with your shovel. You know, she could have cleared that out and not had it here, but I think leaving it there was a really good touch. We have the RV in the background. We have this cute little picnic table. Also, this tree right here, this tree with the limbs cut, I don't have that. I'm gonna have to hope that I get that soon. That's really cool looking. We have a hay bale back here. We also have the outhouse here. Oh, and let me hide myself so you guys can see the tree I'm referring to. There you go. My frame is still there, but now you can see that tree behind the picnic table. Very cool. I also really like the avatar's outfit for this selection. Very fun, very outdoorsy. Now we're looking at the one here on the right-hand side, and I will say the avatar's outfit is really cute. I love the way she has her hair and her makeup, the red lip, beautiful. But overall, I'm not getting a lot of camp vibes from this. There's like a lot of the Disney park rides involved, and it doesn't really feel quite like a camping trip when you're at a theme park. Regardless, it's still a really cute submission. So between these two, I think the one on the left just handled the theme really well. We're gonna go with that one. All right, now for our next two, and oh my god, bro, is she wearing a chef hat? Is she gonna cook pua? I think she might be cooking pua. I mean, the chef's hat is kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're camping in the great outdoors, you're gonna want to eat something. So, yeah, that's pretty dark. Though I will say for this being a camping challenge, you know, seeing like the arcade setup and the computer there, they feel a little out of place. I do like she included the RV. I love the beautiful night sky behind her. And I do think it's really funny she's holding Pua with a chef's hat on. He looks really excited to be turned into smoked brisket. Let's hope he survives the night. Now checking out our option on the right-hand side, and I really like what this player came up with. They have this fenced-in campsite that has everything. You have the fire pit in the center with the two chairs. You have a picnic table. You have a refreshment cooler on the left-hand side. You have the picnic blanket on the right-hand side, and it's all fenced in here. This player chose to submit their photo from the Forest of Valor, which is a great choice for this submission, in addition to many other biomes you could use. My one small critique for this submission would just be the foreground elements. The bottom half of the picture doesn't have much going on. It would be cool to have like some trees or some flowers or maybe some bushes. Nothing that blocks the scene they built, but just something that adds a little bit more depth and dimension to the bottom half of the photo. But overall, between these two, the one on the right-hand side definitely feels more like a camping trip. The one on the left, just with the merry-go-round and the arcade machines and the computer, it just doesn't feel quite like enjoying the great outdoors like the one on the right. So we're gonna go with the one on the right here. All right, and now for our next two submissions. This one's pretty cool. Somebody actually did Frosted Heights. I love that they're using the snowman as well. Like we have the haughty snowman over here by the fire. Not sure why he wants to be by the fire. I mean, I feel like that's pretty dangerous for a snowman, but hey, more power to you. We have the mama snowman here. There's a little chessboard on the ground. We have these like beach hammocks, which, you know, in that winter weather, I'm not sure how much laying out in the sun you're gonna wanna do in a biome like this. I love that they use the outhouse and they have Buzz's RV here. We have a little dining set, like a little table set. There's also the hot plate with a little burner there. That's pretty cute. And they brought Wally with them. He's right there in front of the chair. Very cute. I also love the avatar's attire. Definitely fits for this cold biome they went with. Now checking out the one here on the right, and I love that they put that telescope in it because the description did mention stargazing. So I really like that they have the telescope back there looking into the horizon. We have the picnic set and she's there with the rainbow fox. We have some firewood beside the fireplace. We have the hammock there. And I think maybe the reason this player didn't opt in for like any trees is because they really wanted to show that big open sky behind them. But I would have loved to have seen like a bush or something on the bottom right-hand side in the foreground. Regardless, that is a small critique, and I do love the way this tells a story. The avatar is very obviously enjoying the great outdoors, spending time with her favorite pet, and doing some stargazing. So both of these players went with the theme here, but I'm gonna go with the one on the right, and the main reason for that is I'm honestly impressed that they really dove into the stargazing. A very fun way to build this dream snap. All right, next up here, this one on the left, and this is a fun scene. I really like how they took the granite fire pit and enclosed it in that bordered path, so you have like a little spot for it, having the 2 logs to rest on as well around the fire pit. You have the RV behind me here. You have some torches laid out. We have that cozy little blanket down behind her. There's a hammock. You have the little banners hanging. We have all of these trees. Definitely feels like a camping trip here. I also really like the way they dressed up their avatar for this. And the incorporation of that leaf-strewn path kind of weaving through the camping grounds is a really nice touch. One thing about the Forest of Valor is that the grass is pretty tall in that biome, and it kind of just overwhelms a lot of scenery. So if you put a little bit of a border path, it makes it feel a lot more natural. Next up, we have our option here on the right, and I like that she's hanging out with the pirate parrot. You know, she's got the parrot on her wrist. She's got her pirate hat here. Definitely a big pirate enthusiast. As far as the campsite goes, we have this big balloon arch. I see a picnic set back there. I see the hammock back there. We have the orange marigolds on the right-hand side. Though, unfortunately, this angle for the decor challenge, it's kind of hard to really see a lot of the decor because it's kind of blocked by the grass and by the avatar. But with that said, it really does feel like they're enjoying the great outdoors. So they did do well to stick with the theme here. Though between these two, the one on the left, in my opinion, gives us such a good look at the decor they displayed here. The angle of the photo, the position of the avatar, we have elements in the foreground, elements in the background. The overall display is just really nice. So we're gonna go with the one on the left. All right, and now for our last vote of the day, I would usually do 10, but we'll do more on Twitch later. So first, this one here on the left, and I love this background. Like, you can see all of these tall trees. You see the waterways back there. It looks like she's really deep in the forest. So very in tune with the great outdoors here. Now, in front of her RV, she has this little resting area here. We have a refreshment cooler. We have this golden lantern here. And I love that she has the little blanket picnic set here as well. There's a well behind it. The overalls definitely seem quite common with the camping theme here as well. And one thing I really like is the mixture of the trees. Like, we have these pine trees, but she also put this red Japanese maple right here, which just gives it even more color and definition. So we have this red, we have these dark greens, and then we have all of this deep blue in the night sky, and then we have this hazy light blue in the back. Really, really capitalizing on those outdoor vibes here. Now for our submission on the right-hand side, and the avatar definitely nails the outdoor vibes. He looks like he's going hiking, so I would have loved to have seen like a pathway incorporated into this build that maybe he's traveling along with like a campsite somewhere tucked away. But with this challenge being geared towards camping, we do have a hammock. We have like a countertop behind him, and then you have like a chair and a radio. But I will say this build feels rather minimal, like it's just the necessary items to do the submission. And without certain elements, it doesn't quite feel like camping. It does feel like enjoying the great outdoors, but I would have loved to have seen like maybe some kind of hiking trail or defined camping location. So the one on the right here, they did do an outdoorsy theme, which is great, but the one on the left just really, really nailed the vibe, centered around camping and just enjoying the great outdoors. I love the different layers of coloration we see, and the way the decor is displayed sets up an immaculate scene. So we're going to vote for the one here on the left. And with that, my friends, we conclude the 18th episode of our weekly Dreamsnap series. I hope you enjoyed my Walle's Garden submission, and I hope you did great on your submissions as well. Let me know your thoughts on the newest challenge. Are you excited about it? Does it feel a little bit too restricted? Are you a big fan of Mickey and Minnie and you're just like foaming at the mouth to get at this thing? Or are you just like, yeah, I wish it was something else? Personally, I think once I play with this new challenge, I'll start to really enjoy it. Lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for coming by and watching today's video on my birthday, or if you're watching this like the day after it posted or the day after that, thanks for watching the video I did post on my birthday. Right. Anyway, like I stated before, if you want to do me a very big favor for my birthday, consider hitting that like button for us today, and also consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. We are less than 2 weeks away from the expansion, and I could not be more excited. If you want to enjoy the new expansion and get a first look at all the secrets, tips, and tricks coming to the game, then consider joining my Twitch channel. I'll have the link below in the video description. Or you could just subscribe, like I said, and you can find all that information here on YouTube. You don't have to go to Twitch if you don't want to. But if you do want to, I really hope I see you there today. That would just be the coolest birthday gift ever. I'll be live right around 3 p.m. US Eastern Time on my channel. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck in your Dreamsnaps challenges.